Well, hello, Sanctuary's Wanderers. It's good to be back. You know, after the 8 to 4:30 life. Coincidentally, I don't know if we covered this last time, but we were having discussion, and this won't ramble, it's just a few short, concise points. We were discussing the states of matter. We said that there was a liquid, a solid, a liquid, a gas, and a plasma. Well, turns out, of course, lightning is a plasma, but it turns out what a plasma is ionized gas. Gas is ionized when its electrons are in a state of exchange, I believe. Well, anyway, they're moving around, which is what causes the light and the heat. That's all. So I said essentially lightning is a gas because you need a gas that ignites. That is not quite correct. It has to be ionized. Of course, we know during a rainstorm, what causes the lightning is the difference in the electron quantity in the sky versus the ground. Because of the effect of the rain, it changes the atmosphere to be ionized, I believe. And so that it's the electrons moving from the sky to the ground. Was it from the ground to the sky? It's hard to tell. I think it could be both. Anyway, that's all. So yeah, so what you're seeing before you is simply ionized gas. And coincidentally, it's the same color as mana. Perhaps there's a connection there. Perhaps magic power itself is simply electromagnetism. It's been bothering me all day. I don't know if I said it yesterday, but I learned it yesterday. Right, I believe we were doing something. We had some sort of task. We were charged with a great and noble task. Something that the world hinges upon. Let's see what that is. It says, enter Zolia's hideout. Oh, yes. It's the tea thing. She needs tea. A very special kind of tea, which she didn't keep with her. She hid in a cave, far away from her. A hideout, it seems. And then she went back to... Well, I can't remember our history exactly. I believe we come across her in our travails. When we went to that cannibal city. And that there got through me. Works pretty well to kite with lightning.
Let's have a peek inside.
Kiting and lightning go together quite naturally. Especially if you tie a key on the end of it. Oh dear, what if... And I'm sorry for those of you who are annoyed by my voice. All of these streams go on YouTube. I mean, if you want me to just talk regular, I can do that. I tell you what, let's try it. Although I'm still in character. See, I'm supposed to be in character. I feel like I'm not in character. I don't know. They're all on YouTube. Just leave a comment. I just thought I'm supposed to like be in character, so. So I'll wait for you to comment on YouTube before I actually change my voice. But if I was on the other end, I might get annoyed. But I'm trying to say less, and when I say less, it's more kind of thing. But I was thinking, what if we use the Frostburn with? Because it adds extra damage to chilled enemies, doesn't it? But then we would lose a lucky hit chance. It wouldn't proc as much. But it doesn't proc according to lucky hit chance. That's an error on my thinking, understanding. The frozen orb is generated by the amount of mana I have, I believe. Oh no, it's just that it's a non-basic skill. So it doesn't depend on lucky hit chance. It shouldn't. But I think combining them with Frostburn would be much more advantageous. Replacing Frostburn with it. Right, so where exactly is that cage he's talking about? Ooh, that sounds more interesting. Let's do that. Yes, that feels much better. Jar of Souls. slowly wonder if I could put away chain lightning altogether and be a pure teleport build. I find that intriguing because it would somewhat be like Diablo's version of Sonic, I feel like. Of course, I don't run near fast enough, but when you teleport, it's basically the same thing as going really fast.
Now there's a choice cut.
Well, you must pass through some space to teleport. There's an interesting question to ponder. By what mechanism do I teleport? Obviously, it's somehow by electromagnetism. Electro is because of the electrons that create the charge, negative or positive. And the magnetism is the force which it pulls or pushes, depending on what it's around. I believe that's correct. No, I'll have to check on it. I'll Google it later. I intuitively think that's the answer. Is to say, I kind of just pulled it out of my ass. But a little bit better than that. It's from the understanding that I do know is quick effect that I've come to that conclusion. Interesting. I still have 10 potions. Thought that was a limited effect. Oh. And you want to fall down there. Of course, it wouldn't matter if I did.
What you say, lady? What you saying, lady? What you say, lady? What you say, lady? What you say, lady? What you say? She had a bad day. She's all alone today. I'm gonna go to work. Gotta go to work, lady.
Interesting. I don't think I've ever been up here. It's exciting.
Please.
Oh.
Hey, I haven't slept in days. Is there anything you could do? Take this amulet. It will ward off nightmares.
Kindness upon you.
Yes, there's no such thing as something that does that. All nightmares are produced by the mind, subconscious or conscious. It depends on level that it was imprinted.
You may call me Shoba. I offer solutions of a kind to those in need. Yet it is now I who need aid.
Oh, how convenient.
And here you are. Coincidence and opportunity are sisters, you know. An ominous power stirs within the dark thicket. I sent my familiar Beret to sniff about, but she has been gone too long. If you can find her, I would be in your debt.
I think he might be a little different than a druid, but he could be.
Oh, I'm just an old woman.
Oh, forgive me.
One of my patrons who doesn't pay me to gossip about them.
Oh, well, that's good. Let's see, look at this thing. It's a woodwraith statue. Oh dear. Come on, Liriana. Let's go to the thicket. She does this every time. She just... Oh, there you go. Right, I think we're out of earshot. Unless he's psychic, then it doesn't matter anyway. How do we know we haven't killed his familiar? Because, you know, we've killed a lot of tree imps. Or imps, whatever we call them. I don't remember asking any of them their name. So, it might be dead and becomes a boss. If that's the case. And he is psychic, and nobody knows. If that's not the case, he's not psychic. I want to spare him grief. If we do find out that he did in fact kill his familiar, we just won't say anything.
That'll come up like any other.
You know, look, I guess in a sense it would be crueler not to tell him, because he'd always wonder. You could probably make an amulet for it, though, you know, find out anyone and then use it back. And if he hasn't done that already, it just goes to show us. I keep it, yes, this one. She is a woman, of course. An old woman. Well, let's see where the thicket is. Oh, you know where we're going. On the site. Oh, no, it's not that. I just went in a circle. Teleport still takes too long. It still takes too long. Attack speed, movement speed. basic skill. This is cooled down by 1.7. I don't know if that's worth it. One of the runes, the cooldown. Yes, that's probably more worth it. It said a second. Oh yes, a second. It's pretty good. 1.7 seconds. I believe it's stuck on 7 seconds. Because it's a cooldown. Let's see. I don't know, 5 seconds. It could be done, but pure teleport build require more points than crackling energy. Can you get crackling energy from crackling energy? This man dies when he drops it. Crack. Doesn't look like it. And the chance is much lower. Seems lightning. Chain lightning is what does that. What does spark have? It did spark. 14% chance. Community has a 14% chance. The lightning spirit make it. No, it really wasn't. I know teleport. It's 100% chance. Yes. Reallocated. Oh, the chain lightning points. Might be something worth trying. Just for fun. It's not risky. It sucks. That's a worm. Doing this way, it's very obvious. Slain villager. Seems these woods are ancient. Most of them are. Well, I'm definitely more ancient than others. So. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Dead villager certainly isn't. At least in this world. Champion sound.
up like any other.
What's going on here?
Dear. It's true, dear, do meet sometimes, even each other. Sorry, my volume isn't as good. I had to use my voice a lot today. And a pool of magic. How exciting. Wild and untamed. And hatred. No, but not demonic. One wonders. Are angels and demons somehow, in some way, born from the hearts of men? And so their hatred can be even worse? I don't know. Probably not. Not according to our cosmology so far. Let's see. This looks like something you want to click on. This right here. Looks like a deer. It's been killed with magic. The arcane, or shadow, I should say. I do see that, yes. Something bigger for her. Was that his familiar? I thought it was a wood imp. Well, that's good news, but you did just kill it anyway, so we'll stick to the first plan. Oh, lost rituals. Let's see what we've got here. He's not Herodrum, is he? She, sorry. Whoever dwells here, I believe is. They've been doing research on Khazra, which are really part demon, part beast. Wasn't expecting that. Maybe this fellow can be quite troublesome. I think there's one. I see what's happening now. I'm so sorry. Don't walk over there. I promise I won't either. See if the green one comes back. Did it come back? No, it's... Maybe you press... Yeah. I have to use my brain. So there are symbols on whatever this is. Whatever this is. Seems to be a switch, contraption of some kind. And the markings on there. Hold on. They're runes. The markings on the runes, they match these things. Except that middle one right there. Well, these symbols don't change, but the ones on the floor, they don't change either. They're the same. There's two of those. This one? Oh, hold on. Yes. It's have to be here. But this symbol isn't found in this corner. And that symbol isn't found. Oh, I see now.
What do you mean, Maria? What's a lady need? You're a lady.
No. So it was just the first column. I see. Oh, shit. Well, that wasn't too hard. But it's very enjoyable. I hope we find more things like that. Yes, this place is for Rodrin, there's no doubt. It's so easy to forget about places when they're in holes. So many forgotten places found in holes.
Once I get started, I can't be stopped.
We're not all night. Time flies when you're having fun. You know what I just remembered? She, the old woman, she said, coincidence. She's the sister of opportunity. You know, there's an old book I was reading today that had a theory on coincidence. And I'm sorry, when I share this knowledge with you, it's not because I want you to think I'm special. It's because I find it interesting. I know I'm not special. Only as special as anyone else. I'm sure you all have your areas of expertise. You could go on and on for hours. In any case, in this book, Kybalion, That's how I think he pronounced it. It said that what we call a coincidence is simply our ignorance. We call something a coincidence because we are ignorant of its causation, or of its mechanics. Isn't the right word? So we call gravity gravity because we understand what gravity is, understand its effects, the qualities it has. And so when someone falls off a cliff, we say, well, it's gravity. At least that's what we say now, I'm sure. We didn't even think to give that expression. To give that idea expression, that there's a force that actually pulls people to the ground. It's just seemed for so long to be so obvious that if you jump off a cliff, you fall. It's just very intuitive.
It's okay, Maria. It's okay. It's okay, baby.
There's no such thing as coincidence according to this. It's all happening for a very specific reason. There's a very definite cause. And the coincidences in our lives are merely the consequence of laws we do not yet understand. Maybe two. Maybe one. Not in stock. I have a cold sore. Oh, it hurts. I'm sorry. DoorDash. It requires my attention. My decisions. My goodness. I was going to order some protein bars, but it won't let me. sure I can. No, it's not letting me. Well, they're closed. Maybe Walgreens has it.
It's a fight you wanted.
Target might have it. There you go.
You welcomed me when no one else would.
All right, I apologize for that. I'm so sorry. Did we come to a conclusion about the dark thicket? Is that it's all settled then? And we're in where? Just and yeah, I'll get back into it too. Yeah, so there was a wonderful anime that had some great line about coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidence, only inevitabilities. It's saying roughly the same thing. What do we mean by a coincidence? Something that happened by chance, something random. Computer programmers, I believe, still find it rather difficult to make a truly random generator. Perhaps there is a principle for chaos itself, and in that case there is no chaos ultimately. Only things we do not yet understand. Or is it when you thought of your friend the next day they called you? It doesn't happen that often, but it does happen. And we think, what a coincidence. But it may not work. At least at the quantum level, there's a very real kind of chaos. By definition, unpredictability. It is very fundamental to our reality. The smaller you get, the more uncertain it becomes. The larger you get, the more certain. So, hey. Let's go talk to our friend. Remember what we discussed.
Barrett, my friend, you had a strong heart.
Yeah.
What could have rotted it so? We must stop this. I don't recognize the magic that rotted my familiar. It is old. Older than the druids themselves. They could know of it. Take the heart to the druid Ewan at Tardulra. Perhaps he'll know if there's a way to deal with this magic. He lived at Tardulra before Astaroth's attack. If the demons that remain there are cleared, he'll return.
Oh, I think we've done that, haven't we? Or maybe we've not. Oh, we haven't. How exciting. Much more interesting than doing Nightmare Dungeons 10 times. The narrative is very important. I believe it's this way, if I'm not mistaken. Although I'm probably mistaken. Oh, it's Zoila's hideout. It's right that way. I'll tell you what, we'll get to that. Get to the tea. Only been one day. Well, I think she'll find that this at best only a temporary solution, so we'll probably fine. Yeah. He seems to infer that we did kill his familiar, but that we had good cause because the heart was corrupt. So, lucky us. I mean, it was true, I guess. No. You just... no, I can't. I can't teleport over it. Oh, this is embarrassing. I guess we'll go around. You know, maybe climb down or something. These always seem to imply a sort of... Yes. When you can't teleport, you slide.
This whole place is in ruins. What happened here?
That's tough. Yes. Very interesting demon. I suppose a lieutenant of hatred? General, bodyguard, or something like that.
Here, hatred burns eternal.
Yeah. I see now. I thought it wasn't demon magic. I suppose it's on us for not realizing it was. I understand there's probably no one watching this now. Yeah.
What's going on here?
To anyone that may be in the future. It's a conversation that transcends time because it's recorded.
A memory?
Yeah.
Turtura will not fall to you, Astaroth.
You know, the name Astaroth, it was a play or a degradation of the name Astarte, which was an ancient goddess of the polytheistic pagan world. And when Christianity became prominent, the belief was that the demons of the modern world at that time were actually considered the gods of the ancient world. So, to represent Astarte, demonology produced the name Astaroth, because obviously if it's not Christian, it's not good. And so Astarte might give the wrong impression. So, coincidentally, Astaroth is a man, or male. Astarte is a
Something
goddess.
demonic has trapped the spirits here. I will end it.
And they're trapped. Trapped in hatred. Yes. Well, hatred is the flame that burns and doesn't exhaust, where the worm burns and dieth not. Something like that.
Everything is ruined. It's all ash.
Yes.
It's useless. Their anger will feed me for ages.
Yes, they've fallen for his trap. Demon of hatred lives off of hatred. And so his best way is to infect souls with hatred, so much so that they produce it indefinitely in death. I understand now why we couldn't recognize that it was demonic magic. It wasn't. It was druidic. Very clever, Astaroth. A demon of hatred must harness hatred. And he would die if he couldn't.
Spirits! Why have you left us?
This is what I'm talking about. Are we born from demons, or are demons born from us? At the very least, it seems that what we have the potential to offer is much more evil than anything they could find in hell. Not very good at this, but I'll try.
Fire in my blood! My skin!
Oh. I thought we were going to try to, like, give him kind words. to rest his soul and sent him to the next land.
Your efforts are futile. You will join them in eternal misery.
You know, I didn't realize this, but it sounds like Astaroth is Scottish. Or Irish. Scottish, right? It's Scottish, right? More of a Scottish accent. I never picked up on that, but I definitely do now. It makes sense. Scottish demon fighting Scottish, well, druids are, I guess, more North European than anything. So not exactly Scottish, just Scottish, but certainly British, German. It's more northern, central Europe, I guess.
The smoke! I can't see.
Please! Mercy!
Well, it seems like they all burned. You know, there's a lot of burning going on right now. Fire. It really is a symbol of hatred. And a symbol of hell. The candle flame is blessed. With a city on fire is hell. And perhaps there's cities on candle wicks, and perhaps cities are candle wicks. No, I can see the giant that was using it. I would think. This entire place, it's still burning. It hasn't gone out yet. Where the fire consumeth not, and the worm dieth not. Was that it? I think maybe that's closer. You know, Jesus talking about hell. Although, no, he never used the word hell. And the place he was describing sounded a whole lot like... DoorDash is here. It's okay, Maria. It's just food. It's just food. No. Stay. Where the fire quencheth not, and the worm dieth not. Maybe that's it. He was talking about Gehenna. So, a place outside the walls of Jerusalem. Kind of like the hobo camp, but worse, I believe. A little bit worse. They were always starting fires because it was cold. They were outcasts, insane people, like maybe leprosy. All the people that they didn't want inside the city. They put them outside the walls, and they called it Gehenna. It became an apt metaphor for hell. And it's unclear if Jesus was specifically speaking of an afterlife of eternal torment, or simply saying if you act crazy, you're going to get stuck where crazy people are put. Perhaps I should take that advice. I'm not crazy, I'm just creative. There's a difference. Believe me, I can go to work and have a completely normal conversation and not slip into this voice. My apprehension of reality still seems to be somewhat correct. I'm not running into perceiving things that aren't there, which is probably the most simplest, concise definition of reality. Or insanity. Look.
We are forsaken, forgotten.
You see how cruel the heart of man is to itself.
Their rage, sweet as the day we arrived. You shall feed the flames, you who is touched by hatred.
He's a little compromising. I want to win this way, didn't we? I think we want to go down this way. I'm getting turned around here a lot. You got me. Oh, it's probably true he was referring to an afterlife. Of course he was. Jesus talking. Of course he was referring to that. But he did have a very apt real-life metaphor. But he had been talking about hell.
I will feed on your torment for ages.
But that's not Azrael. It's just a demon. Let's see if we can fight him without casting lightning. It'll be hard. It'll be harder. I mean, chain lightning, though, you know. Like that. What does they can make crackling? I believe it. Teleport hits twice, so you get twice the crackling energy. Each hit is 100% crackling energy. Oh crap! I can't. I'm so sorry. I did. I'm gonna not do it. Abstruse sigil.
You will never harm another soul.
Oh, I wouldn't. Well, you all know. I think he did. At least one more. Wasn't that terrible? You know, I'm usually not squeamish, but when you have someone jamming an object into another person's forehead, it is something I can't unavoidably disturbing. think I know what they're going to tell me, but I better double check just to make sure. Oh, we've got... oh, yeah. Okay. Okay. I forgot what it was called. That doesn't sound good. Well, which one? This? No. Live. Right. The T. Is this it? I don't think so. Is it this? I think maybe it's this. Oh no, it's not that either. Of course we're not in the dry steppes, for God's sake. In Scotland. How silly do you have to be? Right. Okay. What was the name again?
I never expected to stand in Taldura again.
Do you think any of the archives survived? The college must have been stuffed with scrolls and books about magic.
Temper your excitement. I doubt anything but ash remains.
Yeah, she's probably right. But magical terms are often imbued with magical qualities themselves. Perhaps there's something very interesting around here. More interesting than what we're finding for this precious old woman.
Is she still alive? Huh. What is she up to now?
Here. Have a look.
Curses! Keep that away! That's wild magic. In the old days, it would turn entire lands barren. The elders developed a ritual to contain its spread. Now, where was that scroll? Ah, right. It would be in the old archives, which are currently overrun with fiends. Clear them out, and I'll help you find the scroll.
Well, it's a little off on the source of magic, but it's not demon. The great oak, the giant tree, I'm sure it will.
We'll see. This place used to be blooming with magic and nature. The tree was the heart of it. Many of the Tur Dulra runestones were destroyed during the Days of Ash. But if one survived, we might be able to use it to heal the tree. If not, it may never recover. The chances are very slim, but perhaps you could search through the rubble for it?
Oh, yes, of course. Now, finding runes and spellbooks. I love the idea of that.
She stays in her tower and will let the troubles of others pass her by unless you can pay for her help.
Well, she sounds better and better the more you speak of her. And I'm glad you referred to her as her. I was beginning to wonder. And there's probably a very good chance she can't hear anything I'm saying. I'm going too much into the mumbly. So I'll have to project. I'll try to project. Oh, look, a waypoint. So satisfying, isn't it? And that noise. Oh. true music to my ears. Which reminds me, I've turned the music down. I don't know if it's played out. I haven't watched. Pains me to watch these. Suppose it might suffer for you too. No, this is the man who... No, we just talked to him. But... No. Oh. Did I? I don't remember doing so, but... Anyway,
By the oak, one did survive. I didn't dare get my hopes up, but we are truly blessed.
Well,
I'll try to reawaken it. Hold fast.
I don't remember when I got that.
I don't understand. Why is the stone still asleep?
Do you need
Of course!
more lightning?
We need to wake the 3 other runestones that connect this one with the deep forest. They were hidden long ago to protect them from Astaroth's insidious gaze.
His gaze?
Let me know when you're ready to search for them.
Is that the worst part of Astaroth, his gaze? I'm not saying that sounds silly. I mean, it's probably terrifying. Yes, there. You know, I'm not really even paying attention to what I'm doing half the time, so... always thinking about something. What else? Did I already awaken all 3 of them? I definitely don't remember doing that. Was that what I was doing down in that tower? Or hole?
Wonderful. 2 of the runestones lie within the deep forest. The 3rd was hidden deep within the wretched delve, the entrance to which sits down by the ocean's edge.
I'm ready to go.
Yeah, yes.
Return here when you find them.
Oh dear, I keep forgetting about Zoya. So you really, really wanted that tea. But it won't do any good. But... should be fine. This won't take us long. I mean, I can't even remember where I met her. Well, I remember where I met her, I just don't remember when. But I know I've met her. She'll get the tea, she'll get the tea. Almost looks like a waypoint. Oh, yes, they do. Druids, I think they crucify people. Either they do, or the cathedral, or both, or something like that. This bench is all burnt. The benches didn't burn. Oh, because they were stone, surely. It does look wooden to me, though, doesn't it? It didn't burn. Well, it's some sort of flame-resistant epoxy on it. An altar of Lilith. Looks like we'll have to go around this way to get the first one.
Ready for a massacre?
You certainly are. Oh no. any energy. Alright, it's a rune staff. Oh, look at that lightning. This looks activated. An earth rune. I'm so sad I don't have my storm armor anymore. You know, it's harder to reproduce lightning in the form of what we naturally know as lightning, which is what comes from the sky. It's much harder to do that. To perform natural lightning. Making it come out of your hand is much simpler. So I'll give the druids that very distinguished credit. But I could do it as well. Before my powers were limited by the return of Inarius. They used to call me a Nephilim. Our old friends. They are essentially demons. And they're packs of the demons. They're kept them in some sort of state of ignorance. Well, I do know quite a lot of magic. They are, though, more often than not, emissaries of demons. So there are some that are not so bad. I think they were all right until hell began to seep into this world. I think it somehow had a profound impact, perhaps on the very genetic makeup. I mean, don't they look a little bit deformed to you? Twisted. Anyway, I've killed so many of them. I sort of have to believe that now, don't I? Unless I didn't care. Which I do. That's the wrong way. I haven't touched this one yet. You know, part of me kind of thinks once you find all of them in all of Sanctuary, that she'll be resurrected through us. You don't think that's why she put them all here? Maybe not. She was many things, but I don't think she was quite as smart as her father. Maybe she'll prove me wrong. Oh, that reminds me, her father. Oh dear. And it's so close to the end. Maybe we should try to do that, don't you think? Maybe tomorrow. They're fine. Someone's at the door. Please excuse me. Make myself a safe space. I'm so sorry. Give me one moment. Oh, goodness. It's DoorDash again. They had another part of my order. I double dashed. I should not have done that. I have a problem. I can't be motivated to make my own dinner. I'm beginning to suffer greatly for it. My pocketbook. I wish I enjoyed cooking. Maybe I will one day.
Spilled and bones broken. Ariana's your girl.
Yes, believe me. I know that. So this is the ritual. Are we doing bounty for it because Lorath is sort of gave his soul to this tree? Is that why we're lighting candles everywhere we go when we find them? You know, tree candles. Ritual sites. We have wandered entirely in the wrong direction. That's why they call me a wanderer. Got distracted by those constructs.
Carving meat from bone is my specialty.
Yeah.
Fight you wanted.
I'm getting distracted by it again. Yeah. Like a broken record.
Now there's a choice cut.
Oh, maybe I wasn't here before. I don't think I was. Oh, yes I was. Did the event start over so quickly? Maybe all that DoorDash stuff took a lot longer than I thought. Thank you, William. I think I read somewhere that when you play with a party, the likelihood of better items is increased. Oh. How do we do it? Most people, I guess, don't want a party. And of course, you know how that would go with me. I'd say something that would make them very worried, and then they'd leave. I've had a couple of friends over the years. They never stick around for long. first I didn't want to admit that it was me. I soon enough came to that realization. Much more than just a conclusion. An apprehension of reality. That's okay. Those are very far apart, both of them. Is this... We probably should go north first. We certainly don't want to go south and then go back north. Of course, we've already been here. Should have known. What's this place called? Doing? Or maybe it was just the name of the quest. The Diviner? I don't know. We should go down this way. Yeah, this would be a nice route. I didn't realise these were hounds of hell until I looked very closely. And there's dogs, there's monsters on the door of the gates to hell. I love that gate, it's beautiful. Such craftsmanship. Into natural stone, it's such a great size, it's impressive. Suppose we must delve into the wretched delve. Or not. You don't want to press X too close to the entrance. It can... The spirit. I'm positive they all were archers in their lives, in their living lives. I do believe that many of them became archers after death. Took on the duty of a warrior, in this case, a scoundrel. Well, maybe they've all been living in this cave peacefully till now, and I disturbed them. I should try negotiate with them. My lips are so dry and the cold thought which is hard to enunciate, and my brain tries to help me, as it often does. And covert things. It's all right. Only way is just a free one. Yeah. It's 6 waves now. We'll go up now. 8 waves. Seemed like there are 8 waves. If I counted correctly. Oh dear. That's not the best way to explore the cavern. We must go into every crevice, one by one, and alert potential onset. Otherwise, I'm going to end up doing another backtrack. And that is no problem. That's how it is in life. But watch out where you're going. Gotta use a map.
Whatever protected me from this demon-born blight has waned. The sores on the back of my hands weep, and something eats at the back of my eyes. Like the rest of my clan, I will lose this battle and succumb to this disease. It was proudful to think the earth protected me so that I could save my people. It was a curse. Forced to watch, helpless as all that I loved died. This is not, will not, be the end. The earth would not let it be so.
Remember when we were talking about the devotion thing? He might have had a problem with devotion. Doesn't seem like the earth preserved him like he would like. Of course, one was God. Always has a will of his own. And we prefer it to you. Suppose it's finding the goal in which you both want the same thing. Which for the egoistic, spontaneous, sincere devotion. Perhaps the God we choose is God because we chose. Goodness gracious, I'm tired. Thank goodness you only have to move your thumbs in Diablo. And your brain, occasionally. Of course, Torment 2 is a different story. I feel like I've gotten a lot stronger, especially relative to Torment 2, but Torment 3 is still... Perhaps we should go back there. You know what? I make a pledge. I will get that girl's tea. What's her name? Irayana? Something like that. I vow I will not get her tea until we do it in Torment 3. woodland. It's probably better if you find the T in Torment 3. It's probably a better roll. One more place to go. See. I'll probably have to stop at 8:30. I'm not looking for... Oh, I thought we were looking for a room. We're finding the idol to find the room. My dear. Sometimes feel very stressful because of the amount of force you had to exert. And sometimes the amount of force you have to exert, not always physically. Stress is a force as well. Holding it together. Tension and pressure and doubt. It is a force, is it not? A contraction is an electrical signal. Response of the muscles to excitation of the nerves. Still this one. And the tunnel is so good. This is where the spells are, yeah? Yeah, they're in the archive. Everything's good. Oh yes, because we got the rune. No, we're not missing anything, are we? See where I'm standing? This idea. It's just to articulate the arrow. This time, my voice sounds deeper. Because I was screaming. — 42% chance. I wonder if that'll update if we destroy it. — 20% days. I don't think that's worth it. There's two of these in there. I know if I walk this is Aralyn and put that on, it would have a slight effect. I'm probably completely ununderstandable. Which you would think of a more elegant phrase. Have you ever screamed without screaming? I've never experienced that. I'm sure you will. I'm waiting to get all the way back down. It is good. Oh no, I don't have my leave dungeon thing. This will be nice. Aralyn. Lachlan. Lachlan. I think that's his name. Lois. To go this way. So I can't go this way. Then we have to go this way. We'll get the wheels out of the way first. The ruins. Huge fossil. Well done. All three earthen runes.
Brilliant. They're humming again. I can feel the life force surging. Let us not waste a moment. Help me wake up the runestone and restore Tur Dulra. It's working. Last step. The power of the stones lingers with you. Touch the runestone and awaken them all to complete the ritual.
As long as I can make tornadoes. That's what I'm looking for. Maybe there's a room up here.
Thank you. You've reawakened this place. Can you feel the magic flowing again? That's all you're doing. Isn't it beautiful?
Yes. I thought it was just the heater turned on. Of course, I don't feel temperature anyway. Not in this realm. Be told what I feel.
You've breathed new life into our order. Our druids have begun returning. Those that survived. Many didn't. I once had an apprentice, Adine. A fiery spirit, that one. Never backed down from a challenge. Not even when Astaroth came. I bade her not to go. Of course, it didn't stop her. She's dead now. But her spirit is shackled to the fight that ended her. Over and over she faces him. Please, help her move on.
You just weren't going to tell me that.
I've tried. Spirits I've tried. But I can't fight her. Not like this. I'm sorry. You've already done so much to help. I wish I didn't have to ask more of you.
It's fine. We're going to do that. We're going to do everything now on Torment 3. Here we go. We'll be back. Make it much more interesting. Is there a difficulty thing here? Alchemist. I didn't see one. It's almost 8:30. No, I can go to 9:30. Have a boost in energy, I guess. You're excited. Finish the story. You and this lady. This man. Look. It's a paladin with a very similar name. So sorry that I'm speaking so softly. I will try to project. Let's see, where is the nearest change of difficulty? Maybe here. Is Kid body? Yes, it's got to be on there. There is not. There is not one there. What about... Oh, I know there's one in Skull's Glen. Scotland. Settler, I'm so sorry.
Time to go, it seems.
Yes. You know, just for shits and giggles. I don't know if I'm ready for 55. But I think I'm ready for... Oh, well, yes, I suppose I am. Best way to know if you're going to make it into Torment 3. Let's try it. I know I can. Before we go.
What's still got some good in it?
What are we using? The teleports. 3 off teleport. Got vulnerable, more damage. 9% increased critical strength and lightning spear. I think that's good. Let's see, is there a rune?
Bright
that can
aura.
Grant me
Brighter soul.
power over wind. That's my first element that I worked with. Wind, air. Also no because it's stomp. Bulwark, movement speed, basic skill. Challenging shot. Spirit Bond's vortex. That sounds kind of windy, doesn't it? Spirit Wall. Critical strike chance. 2.5 primary resources, pretty good. Spoke the spick one's petulant swarm. Rogue Necromancer's abhorrent Iron Maiden. Barbarians Earthquake. Sorcerers Meteorites. Rogue Stun Grenades. Petrifying. Petrifying. What we? All Earth magic. Well, I suppose we're done, I guess.
My magics await your return.
But you know what we should have done? An opal. An elixir. And nonsense. Yeah. Well, let's see what we can do. How's it looking? No, they're taking too long. We have to move on. Lightning still be critical, so damage up critical. Something. I've never seen that before. You go the whole way. It seems like I can always tell they're taking too long to kill. You want to get very calm. It's the damage output is too low. You have to move on. Can't be done fast enough. Bring out the familiars. Go ahead and say it's not working out. So, we definitely need to up our damage output. We're at 10,000, which is very good for holding an Oculus. How would we increase without switching the Oculus? Give a higher damage output. Let's see. What we have in the chest. See what I mean about adding to damage? Overall damage. It might mean that we need to use a sword. Or maybe these gloves. We'll probably regret that, not having frostburn. Do this. Oh my. Quite the difference. Now, if we are going to do that, I think I'll put the frostburn back on. I hate that. let all those other things wait. Can I investigate just a little longer? I'm curious. If this will make a difference. But before I do, we really need to try our hardest to ensure the greatest output of damage, which would require an emerald inside this socket. I gotta fit it in there. I'll tell you what, this one, right? They're both the same. Primary resource, but 5. Yeah, so this one. I'm going to leave that. It's a good idea to always have one slot open in your inventory, at least. Now, what else? What else could we switch? Maybe the ring. Maybe these gloves. We'll try it once with these gloves. I suppose so. This is this one. Oh, damn. It's taking too long. It's just faster. It's 5,000 points of increasing damage. That much of a difference. I suppose we should be punching at 20,000 at least. Teleport through that much. Certainly straight. When that happens, button mash. This is proving quite a challenge. I'm not far behind. Further behind than the real percent. Crackling energy with a nerve it loses. Right. Mana has to be at full. Cast. Put that at full. That is full. Cool. I think the concept of our build is my shining point. And I completely forgot it as well. Always strike it. 4 men. I don't think we'll have to restart again. I just spend 11 minutes doing something that I can't. Ever do. But I think we can get a little while longer. Light and dances. Too long. Too long. It's so slow. If they're frozen, they'll be chilling and kill them. Yeah, it's not gonna work.
We leave nothing standing.
So I've got protein for that. I don't remember the tournament thing being that hard. So I think we're ready for that. Let me try. Yeah, good. Fox gun. How much on this? Not a lot. What is it? What does this do? What is it? What does this do? And this? So great. And there's loads of different guys. And there's loads of different guys. And you know something unique in the same states. It's because they always have the same states. Like at least. Lucky hits are like 4. It just seems like it would be so bad. I think we'll do better. Yeah. Yeah. Where is the It's still too long. It's still too long. Well, how long would it take to kill this one? Everything I have. I'm getting down faster, but it's too long. I tell you what, let's only kill the little ones. There's some around here more apt to die. Of course, it doesn't look like any of them are. I think maybe we were doing better with the other card. Something interesting. One nothing's clear. Neither of them are sufficient. Maybe we should put ice blades back on instead of taking them out. Yeah, some steel cones. That's what everything does. Crackling imaging does it in better? Let's see. It's hitting for about... She's hitting for about 1,000. I ran out of it. 29, 30, 94. Good. I think that crackling imaging is working hard enough. Let's continue to cast my summons. Brethren. We're doing about, let's say 3,000 damage per week. Consistent, I don't know, 16, 16, 12, 12, 18, 26, 30, 14, 16, 16, 21. I'll say 16. On average. About 16. Way too long. But maybe the trick is to skip those. I could have killed all the others fast enough. Straight. One more time, one more time.
You chose violence. Me too.
So, what happens if we win? This is 10,000. 11,000. Better use this one. It's about 42 plus 195. That's 4, 3. It decreases 432 points. This one does. But its critical strike chance is 4%. No, 5% higher.
What, lady? What you say? What you say, sweet daddy? What you say? What you need, sweet daddy? You want the spaghetti, lady? You want that spaghetti? I know, lady. We'll eat it in a minute. Eat the spaghetti. Maria doesn't want the food to get cold. She's just worried about the food. It's okay. Something to worry about, my lady. Sweet lady. Oh, lady. I know, sweet lady. Yeah. Let's see. There's no spaghetti for you. You already had your spaghetti. That's just my spaghetti. I'll share some with you, though. I know you'd like that. Yeah. Is that okay? You give me just a minute. We'll play games for a little bit. Yeah. The sweet lady. And sweet lady.
Let's try it. Oh, we had frostbite on the time, isn't it? What's that do? That was the armor. This raises it. What this? It obviously would be things that. Maria! Lady! She's poking me with her nose. She's being forceful too. She's like, hey. Do you think that is doing anything? Or should I change it to something else? I shouldn't I? You know what I should do? I think I should change it to that.
Maybe, what's it, lady? I'm cold. What's lady need? I think she just wants the spaghetti. Got boogers in your eyes, lady.
We'll try that with the gloves. We'll see what that gets us. What is our critical tickles?
Lady.
Chewing on my feet.
You tickles me. You're not silly, lady.
Hold on, Maria. I will stop. Well, I should stop now. Let's just do this one more time. Let's try to make a measurable improvement. And we'll keep it on that. One more time with it.
What's the lady say? Sweet lady say.
Maybe I should try it again with the... Doubt meets power. Makes it so. It does seem to be working a little bit better. Just remember. Oh. Just cast that man. It's full.
Maybe, you gonna show me where it is, lad? You gonna show me where the spaghetti is? You want the spaghetti on? That's what you say. What you say, sweet lady? Just need somebody to pay attention to you for a little bit. You wanna talk about something, lady? talk about your day. I just stayed in the house because it was cold. It's terrible. You also don't like being in your backyard, lady. You don't like that either. You want to be bedded in your backyard. True lady. Sweetest lady in the world. No lady sweeter than lady. It's true, I believe so. I've done evidence. Research.
That's really fast. That was all about. Minutes of net use. Game's not the only thing. Whoa. The second goes down. That's interesting. Reason to try more, but of course it is time to go. Fairly well. Fairly well. Here we go again. That's nice. I've got all the power. It's tradition now. Don't sound. I like it. We want to keep all of our power. So good power. That's something to look at. Okay? Let's see. I've heard people talk about producing. Corrupted heart. As see if there's a poem about it. It's rather dark. In dark. But of course we'll be back. Experiencing this. Negative sentiment. Poems and such. Just trying to remember that universe is one power. One does not exist. Let's see. There's a limit to choose from, supposedly. About the flag, negative person. No, that's all we do is such. Like, but we know that and not Given up here, Miguel, that's all. There's the rock for an angel of power, up the river of light. Her wings of fire, my voice of thunder, my ring is string of night. Both you, the angel of wisdom, up the river of light. Eyes of flame, the words of truth, that bring us understand to be wise. I'll stop there. I believe this is yes, I think that's all I'll say. It goes on, colon. Interesting. I haven't looked at both of have you? But eyes of flame, words of truth. I don't know. Of course, we all know his motives. Interesting. Astaroth is associated with fire in our world as well. Well, good night all. Till we meet again.